My wife smirked. "You'll lose everything in divorce, don't even try." I stayed silent. In court she sat frozen when the judge read aloud the emails she sent to her boss calling him baby and asking for another hotel night. Gasps, silence. Even the court clerk stiffened. Emily's smirk cracked, her eyes twitched, jaw locked. The judge didn't flinch, he turned the page. "Can't wait to sneak out again, that tub with the mirror, you wore me out." She looked like she wanted to disappear. Me, I didn't move, I just let it play out. I didn't want revenge, I wanted truth. Let me rewind. It started 3 months earlier at a backyard barbecue. Tom and Claire invited us. Emily wore that tight green dress she knew I liked, smiled for photos, laughed with my friends like everything was perfect. Jason passed me a beer, then he pulled me aside. "I don't know how to say this," he said, "but you need to see it." He handed me his phone, messages, screenshots. Emily, messaging someone named James work. "Miss you, baby, same hotel, I'll make up an excuse." And another. "Don't forget to delete this." I felt my stomach twist, but I didn't react. I handed it back, took a long sip of my drink. Claire watched me from the porch. Her eyes met mine. She knew. I nodded once. That night I didn't sleep. I started noticing things. She used to kiss me when she came home. Now she'd head straight to the shower. Her phone never left her hand. She said we were broke, but new outfits showed up every week. When I checked our shared account, money was missing, but it wasn't for bills. It was Venmo transfers. Labeled things like client dinner or reimbursement. They went to someone named JG. 3 transfers caught my eye: $285, $1,050, $640, all late Friday nights. I dug deeper. I opened the desktop version of our credit card account. She had booked hotel rooms in town, 2 cities away, never told me she left. She always said it was inventory audits or regional training. I asked her once. "You didn't mention a trip last weekend," she blinked. "Oh, last minute, didn't want to stress you." She kissed me, walked away. But I didn't believe her, so I started keeping records. I made copies, screenshots, receipts. I went through 6 months of bank statements. I found one entry labeled "Anniversary Dinner Love You" on Cash App. It wasn't our anniversary. That was the moment I stopped giving her the benefit of the doubt. I stopped trusting. I stopped asking. She made herself the victim before I said a word. I told Mike, my best friend, what I found. He didn't act shocked. He pulled out his phone and said, "You should see this." He had a voicemail from Emily. She called Mike by accident, thought she was leaving a message for James. "David's clueless," she said. "Told him we're saving for a down payment. Meanwhile, I booked next weekend at the Grand again. I'll tell him it's a work retreat." I saved that voicemail. She didn't know. Then came the first public slip, game night at Tom and Claire's. Emily had 2 glasses of wine, started rambling about how exhausted she was, how I never supported her vision, said she needed space to grow. Jason interrupted. "Didn't you get space with James last weekend?" The room went quiet. Emily froze. Claire raised her eyebrows. "Wait, what's going on?" Jason opened his phone. "Read one of the texts." Emily's voice went sharp. "That's fake, that's a setup." Jason said, "You sent it to my girlfriend by mistake." Emily stood up. "This is harassment." I didn't say anything. I looked at her, looked at the wine glass still shaking in her hand. Then I said, "This was the moment I knew she never respected me," and I left. She texted me later that night, "We need to talk." "I can explain." I didn't reply. I started preparing for divorce, got a lawyer, moved half my money into a private account, had the passwords changed, closed the credit card she used, froze the joint account. She noticed the next day, came into the kitchen. "You locked me out of our money," I said. "You mean the money you were wiring to your boyfriend?" Her face twitched. "You're paranoid." "No," I said, "I'm done." Then came the escalation. Her mom, Carol, called me crying. "Emily said you kicked her out. She said you were controlling." I didn't yell. I emailed Carol everything, voicemail, screenshots, the Cash App notes. She didn't respond, but Emily went ballistic. "You dragged my mom into this." "No," I said, "you did when you lied to her." She threw her glass. It shattered on the floor. That was the last night we lived under the same roof. I moved into a short-term rental. Emily filed first, thought she'd beat me to the narrative, tried to claim she was emotionally manipulated, that I was distant, that I withheld affection. Her lawyer was smug. Mine brought receipts. All of them, including a deleted Gmail draft we recovered with forensic help. She wrote to James, "If this works, I get the house. He'll fold. He's too scared of conflict to fight." The judge didn't look impressed. Still, Emily walked around like she'd already won. She told mutual friends I was a cheater, said I had a secret Tinder. Rachel, a coworker of hers, messaged me privately. "She's saying you took money from her, that she funded your career." I sent Rachel the joint account statement, $112,000 from my income in 1 year. Rachel replied, "Wow, she told us the opposite." So I took it further. I printed everything. I put it in a binder, labeled Truth. I showed it to my cousin Tyler and his fiancée Zoe at their rehearsal dinner. I warned them, "She's going to spin stories. Here's what's real." Tyler thanked me. Emily showed up the next night to the wedding, uninvited, claimed she came with a friend. The second exposure happened there, during the slideshow. Tyler had included a few photos of us from past years. One was from the barbecue. The night it all started, she saw it, stood up, walked out, but not before Zoe turned on the mic. "Hey, Emily, want to explain this," she said. On the screen, a photo, a zoomed-in image of Emily's text. "Can't wait to sneak out again." People turned, laughter, murmurs. One guy clapped, someone else said, "Yikes." Emily left mid-slide. After that, the story changed. She stopped playing the victim, started sending desperate texts. "Let's talk. Can we fix this? Think of the memories." I didn't reply. Her panic wasn't about losing me. It was about losing control. Court came. She smirked, told her lawyer loudly, "He'll fold." Then the judge started reading, first the emails, then the bank records, then the voicemail. Emily's face went pale. Her lawyer leaned in, whispered something. She shook her head. The judge looked at her. "Do you contest any of this?" She whispered, "No. I got the house, no alimony. She owed me $8,400 in legal fees. James, he was fired. HR found out she'd booked a hotel on the company card. I heard he's going through his own divorce now." Good. I started fresh, sold the house, moved 3 states away, no fanfare. I didn't post about it. I didn't warn her. I deleted her number. 3 months later, I met Olivia, a friend of my cousin's, smart, calm, honest. One night, I told her the whole story. She didn't flinch. She said, "That's not on you, that's on her." And she meant it. She didn't pity me, she respected me. We took things slow. She never once made me feel like I had to guess where I stood. 6 months in, we're still building. She doesn't need to hold my hand through healing. She walks beside me. There's a difference. The past taught me to spot manipulation fast, but it also taught me to recognize peace when I see it, and I do, every day now. Emily tried one last play. She filed a motion claiming emotional damages, said I defamed her reputation. My lawyer played the voicemail again in court. The judge rolled his eyes. Case dismissed. She walked out without saying a word, and I never looked back. She made her choices. She lived in lies, and when the truth came, she choked on it. That wasn't my fault. That was hers. I didn't need to ruin her life. She did that without my help. All I did was stop protecting her from consequences. People think closure means confrontation. It doesn't. Sometimes it's silence. Sometimes it's a judge reading your ex's words aloud while she trembles in front of the truth. Sometimes it's never replying again. And sometimes it's holding hands with someone who never makes you feel disposable. I got my peace, not because I fought louder, but because I fought smarter and walked away cleaner.